Well, good day to all. So today we're going to be talking about our 2022 grain corn trials. So we do these grain corn trials with JG Agriservice in a replicated plot here at our farm in Cochranville. We've been doing this for quite a few years. And this year the results are back and we came up with a 280 bushel average yield across all hybrids, which for us is a record high, but we've been blessed with some very good weather this year. So when I look at plots, there's a couple things that I always look at first. It tells me the story about the plot, and the one thing that I always like to know about is what went on behind the scenes, some of the management information. So you can see here on this page, we have listed all the management information, what we did as far as fertility, in-furrow starter, nitrogen rates, and so on and so forth. So a couple of things I want to note on this. We put our fungicide on at V5. That's what we've been doing for quite a few years, and it's been working very well. But we did get some tar spot come into this field very late. It did not affect the yield, but we're also seeing some northern leaf blight and gray showing up in a few places. So next year I definitely want to consider putting fungicide on again after tassel, and hopefully that would add a few more bushels. The other thing to pay close attention to is the final harvest population on all these hybrids was 32,000. So an old seed breeder told me years ago that you can figure on 10 bushel of corn per 1,000. So that means that in this plot at the seeding rates we're using, if that holds true, we want to set our yield limit at 320 bushel. So we're getting awful close to that. Obviously that brings up the whole conversation of planting populations, row spacings, all that type of thing. We're on 30-inch rows. But as we move our yield goals higher, at some point we're going to have to consider narrow row corn. So now into the actual plot data. Actually, let me back up a little bit. So I mentioned about the plot average being 280 bushel. So another thing that I always look at on these plots is I separate out the hybrids and what's above plot average and what's below. So as you can see here on this page, that we averaged 280 bushel on 22 hybrids. 17 of those are from AgriGold at 284.9, and then 5 of them were Enogen hybrids at 265.4. So there's 7 hybrids here that I want to feature that were above average. We could just want to keep this simple here for you. 643.52 came in at first place at 312 bushel. This is a brand new product. We're really excited about it. It has potential to be a good companion product to 64.99. And the second place here was 641.85. That's available as a Smart Stacks this year, 302.5 bushel. And then you'll see right below that our 2-year average was 290 bushel. 640.12 is another new product. So these first 3 I mentioned here are all new products. 640.12 is something we don't look at our plots here another year. It has a lot of potential, but we'll just keep evaluating it. 638.74, this is a 108-day product, 293 bushel. Will definitely have a fit on some of your farms. 642.59 at 292 bushel. This is fast becoming one of our favorite hybrids. And then 64.99, just plugging away at 290 bushel. Actually had its best year ever. And then of course 636.16. So 2 new products that we'll be talking a lot about here this fall and next year. I mentioned the first one already is 643.52, 113-day product, 312 bushel in our plot this year. First year we had to look at it, So if you're wanting to plant some of this, try a little bit. It's available in the VT2 tray package this year. But if we get another good year out of it, then we'll definitely want to move a lot of it out in the field. 641.85. This is the second year we looked at this product, 111 day. It's available as a Smart Stacks this year. Its 2-year average in our plot is 290. So it's turning out to be a really strong performer. Both of these products have potential to be very good companion products to 64.99. We're never going to replace 64.99. It's just eventually going to go away. But these would be two products that would be good companions. And then there's 4 hybrids that I want to talk about that I would consider as consistent hybrids. They're just steady, do really well. 636.16 is 166 day, made 280 bushel for us this year, 281, with a 3-year average in our plot of 271. Being as 106 day, it's definitely a smaller marketplace for us in this area, and it's a family B product, so it tends to have a little more average test weight, so just keep that in mind. 639.70, that's a 109-day product. Came in at 277 bushel this year, actually just a little bit below our plot average. But its 4-year average here on our farm is 277 bushel. And that's very remarkable because this product is extremely consistent for us. Just out in the field, you're getting your shale knobs or your good dirt, it's just consistent. It does really well and fast becoming a favorite hybrid for many farms. Again, one watch out on it is test weight. It's going to come in at average. Not going to break the bank on test weight. And then the next 2 consistent hybrids are actually older products. 64.99, as I already mentioned, 112 day. 290 bushel is best ever for us this year. 8-year average of 259 bushel. This product is just incredible. We continue to sell a lot of it, and it does well on many farms. 65.72, available as Smart Stacks or VT2, came at 284 with a 5-year average of 263. Again, a very consistent, popular hybrid on many farms. And then there's 3 products that I would class as racehorse hybrids. You can kind of reach for the stars with these products. 638.74 is a 108-day product, 293 bushel this year with an average of 284 over the past 2 years. And then 644.32 is a 114-day, came in at 276 bushel, the 4-year average of 286. It came in a little bit under plot average this year. Last year it was first place in our plot, but we're seeing this a lot even out in the field this year, being it's such high racehorse potential, and we got a little dry at the tail end of the season, and it seems like we gave up a little bit of yield, especially in stalk strength. 65.44, 113-day product, 284 bushel this year in our plot with a 7-year average of 278. So now switching over to corn size a little bit, there's 3 products I've featured here that would fit very well if you're looking for some corn silage ground. 636.16, which I had mentioned earlier, 106-day product. Very good grain, very good silage. The lower test weight, more softer kernel texture does really well in the dairy ration. 640.65 is a 110-day product, 278 bushel average for us this year. We're really excited about this product for silage, especially in our double crop acre, because it comes with a Duracade tray package. So industry leading control of like your cutworm, corn earworm, that type of thing, which tends to be a problem on later corn. And then 645.80, which is a 115-day product, does really well for us and has a really big fit in the silage, full season silage market. So now we'll finish up with talking about Endogen corn. Antigen corn is known to have a 5% improvement in feed efficiency, and we've seen this time and time again on local farms. We have 5 Antigen products planted in our plot this year. E100 is a new product, 100-day maturity. And then the 107, 110, and 112 we've had out the last 2 years with very good performance in the farm and field. E118 has been around for 5 years, and unfortunately this will be the last year for that hybrid. And at this time, we don't have any replacement product for that maturity group. So that wraps up our corn plot summary. As I already stated, we were blessed with really good weather this year. And hopefully you found this little video informative. Stay safe out there as you wrap up harvest.